Hey, can you get this chewing gum out of my throat? Has anyone seen my 200-foot radio tower? And hey, where's my floating restaurant? We're rounding up some strange stories from the past few days here on your News Refresh. But before you call the cops, give us a subscribe at the News Refresh on YouTube for more strange news videos each and every day. Thanks. So let's start with this. Recently, a cop in Texas spotted this white car driving slowly with its hazards on. The officer pulls up behind the car and they both park. And a moment later, a woman runs out of her driver's seat. And it turns out she's choking on some gum.
You're choking? Turn around.
That's when the officer carries out Henry Heimlich's maneuver and ultimately dislodges the breath freshener.
Hold on, sit down. Sit down on the wall. Stay right here, stay.
The officer has the woman lay down against the median of this busy road, but she quickly gets up to offer thanks.
Hey, sit down. I need you to sit down for a minute and catch your breath. Okay?
Oh my gosh, I was looking for anybody.
Okay.
Since I got onto the...
As she catches her breath, she reveals how this gum nearly caused her to expire like a pack of Fruit Stripe. R.I.P.
Is that what it was, your gum?
Yeah, somebody swerved in front of me and I got scared. I couldn't find a cop, tried to cough it up. Didn't come up. I saw you coming on, I tried to wave you down. I've never had it on like 15 minutes. Just trying to breathe through the gun.
Okay. So it's just stuck in there?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
According to our good friends at the International Chewing Gum Association, which counts gum magnates like the Mars Wrigley Confectionery and Mondelez International among its member companies, while chewing gum is not intended to be swallowed, it presents no greater risk of choking than any other food. However, as with any food product, chewing gum in exceptional circumstances can present a risk of choking for children and even adults. Back in January 2013, the Facebook page of ABC 36 out of Lexington, Kentucky, posed this question. On average, of 100 people choke to death on these every year. What are they? They sure got a lot of responses. Grapes, apples, buttons, lies, fish bones, lifesavers, cough drops. In France, it would be their lover's tongue. Pills, chewing tobacco, their words, balloons, chips, martini olives, grapeseed, politician, good one, Jared Sams. Gummies, popcorn, pipcorn, false teeth, Captain Crunch, thumbs, wedding cake, toenails, boogers, raw carrots, shrimp, their spit, crackers, change my answer, bacon, ois, ice, cigs, turkey, bugs, phlegm, peanut butter, pretty dog, hot dog, peanuts, cornbread, Doritos, and marshmallows. In fact, 16 of these people said hot dogs, and only 2 of them said bubblegum. The answer? Well, you won't find it in this Facebook thread, as ABC 36 never replied to its 100-something respondents here, and Facebook search is very bad. But I looked it up, and it's probably pen caps. Anyway, that lady who choked on some gum is fine now. Okay, be honest. What's the most that you've ever gotten away with stealing? A candy bar, maybe? Something off a friend on the street? The heart of your best friend's lover? Well, whatever you proudly pilfered over the years, there's a good chance it pales in comparison to the heist of this recent object. A 200-foot tall AM radio tower. Huh? Yeah, so this is WJLX, a radio station out of Jasper, Alabama. As they posted to Facebook last Friday, my bush hog crew went down to a tower site to do an early cleanup of the property. And upon this bush hog crew's arrival, not only did they discover the property had been vandalized, someone had managed to take down a 200-foot tall radio tower and take it from the property. It might seem like quite a feat to walk off with a 200-foot tower in your shorts. Is that a radio transmitter tower in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? But this tower taker also stole every piece of equipment from the tower's transmitter building. As of right now, like many of us, the owner of the station here has no idea how any of this happened. For all we know, someone dressed it up in a 200-foot tall trench coat and walked it down the street. But believe it or not, this kind of thing has actually happened before. Like just a few weeks ago in Oklahoma, when thieves took down a 500-foot radio tower to steal its copper wire. And get this, in that case, the local sheriff took to Facebook in all caps to write that whoever did this caused about 500 grand worth of damage for only a few $100s worth of copper wire. He went on to continue in a very severe manner. We've got to go back to sending all these crackheads to prison for a long time. Bury these worthless thieves in prison. Remind me not to run a yellow light in front of this guy. Anyway, back in Alabama, it's believed this 200-foot tower was toppled for copper wire too. And all this stolen stuff is believed to be worth about 200 grand.
This really hurts a small operation like this, but like I say, I believe we're going to find out who did this. It's a federal crime, and it absolutely will not be worth it to them.
Yeah, as our owner here notes, it's a federal crime to mess with a federally licensed facility. And he's asking anyone who might have information about a stolen 200-foot tall radio tower to call the police. Now, lacking a radio tower, of course, makes it kind of difficult to broadcast radio signals. But fortunately for the station, this heist only affects their AM radio station, and they're still able to broadcast over FM. So just in case you want to check out Coyote J's Sunday Night Cemetery of Rock, don't reach for the amplitude modulation. And if you think you had a bad day because you choked on some gum or someone stole your 200-foot tall radio tower, hey, at least your floating restaurant didn't float down the river. Right after the new year, Skipper's River Cafe out of Richmond, Ohio, right off the Ohio River, wrote on Facebook that they've decided to relocate their business to Kentucky. And over the next few weeks, there will be a significant amount of activity as we prepare for the move. But this may not have been the significance that they had in mind. Part of their restaurant breaking free from its moorings on Saturday and drifting about 2 miles down the river. Something apparently went wrong when the owners were disconnecting a dock. And yeah, the concept of a root beer float got a little too literal here. Fortunately, nobody was inside of the restaurant when this all went down, which is a good thing because I don't know when their order was ever going to arrive. And a fire and rescue team was able to get the restaurant secured once again. And hey, just in case you're worried about your floating restaurant floating away, I don't know, put an air tag on it or something.